Hello and welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. I am Kelly, and today we're going to do a friendship reading between Stray Kids Hyunjin and solo artist Somi. Jun Somi, I believe is her name. And this has been, again, on my Tumblr for a while. And while I'm doing videos while I'm out of town, I decided to go ahead and pick a few from the Tumblr. So thought you guys might enjoy this one. Again, I just kind of picked it because I haven't got to do a lot of readings on female solo artists, so it was nice to see Somi's name in the list somewhere, and so I went ahead and picked it up and decided to do it. So yeah, and I figure Stays haven't had a Stray Kids reading in a little while, so I thought I'd pick it because of Hyunjin as well. This is a new deck to me, so I will have to reference the book because they've renamed some of the cards, and I just want to make sure I'm learning them the right way. So stick around. I hope you guys are having a great day. As always, tarot readings are for fun. They're not meant to be taken that seriously. So if you like what I do, feel free to hit that little thanks button underneath the video and leave me a tip. If you want to find me, I have Patreon, Ko-fi, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Find me everywhere. My links are all in the description. So we're gonna do a little past, present, future spread, and then pull a reading on each person, just to kind of get a vibe of like how well they know each other. I think I've done. Oh goodness, I did. Oh my goodness, I was thinking I had some kind of Stray Kids Itzy friendship reading in the past. If I did, I'll link it in the cards. Because I swear I did like a Hyunjin friendship reading with someone else before. It was Yeji, I think. So that's around if you guys are interested in that one. But so we're going to look at Somi. I believe Somi was a JYP trainee in the day. So I'm interested to see what's going on. I think when she was with, what was it, Eyes One? No, IOI? IOI. She was still with JYP, I'm pretty sure. Okay. All right, so past. 2 cups. Present and the future. So yeah, I think this is the Knight of Pentacles, but I'll have to check in the book. Okay, like I said, the Nightmare of Crystals, it's not a normal name for a tarot card, so they've renamed it. And again, this is supposed to be kind of a spookier deck, so you know, if you don't like spiders or horror themes, you know, just be warned. So 2 of Cups in reverse. It could be that they didn't like each other, but I get the more of the vibe that they just weren't close. Like there was no working together. There was no, a lot of times 2 of Cups means feelings, but it can also just mean like obligation to each other. I don't think so. I don't think they were very close in the past. They might have known each other. Sorry, I had to fix this. They might have known each other, but I don't think there was any closeness, you know, there. Nothing out of the usual. I just see coworkers. And even then, I feel like maybe schedules weren't conducive to friendship. You know what I mean? So I feel like they didn't interact. They didn't have a reason to. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups can kind of talk about like you have a lot to look at, a lot to do. You can feel a little overwhelmed. So it could be like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, where maybe they do see each other around and there could be more opportunities for them to interact, but it feels like they haven't reached any kind of decision on kind of what their friendship is. It could mean there's still opportunity there. You know, it feels like they haven't closed off the thought of being friends, and they may have moments where they do interact and things go well, but they haven't set any kind of label on whether they're friends or more than that, or acquaintances or anything. It feels very open-ended. 7 of Cups is just kind of like looking at your options, right? So again, I think they've probably spoken, but there's been no serious push for friendship or for anything else. So I just think in the future there's no time. And I feel like really bad when I do friendship readings that I kind of get this, that I'm like, they don't hate each other, but they don't really know each other. And it seems like in the future, they're also just too busy doing their own things to be close. So I don't see them particularly having much of a friendship, unfortunately. Like I said, I think they're polite to each other. I think they don't have any problems so far with the other person. They're just, it's whatever it is. It's whatever it needs to be in the moment, and that's it. And there's no thought afterward for these two. So I don't know why the request, you know, if there was some kind of interaction they had in the past or something they said about that in the past, but in the future especially, I don't see any kind of serious connection between these two. So that's just what I have in the friendship reading. I'll go ahead and do like a mini reading on Hyunjin because I know you guys want that anyway, and then we'll look into Somi as well, just to see like a little current energies thing, how they're doing, what they're doing. I understand if this is where you depart, but if you want to stay for a solo reading on each person, I try to throw that in there just so it's worth your time. You know, and it's nice if they are friends. It kind of talks more about that. Oh my goodness. Talks more about that. Yeah, okay, so I said this was about Hyunjin, so I'm going to leave these cards here because this was our present card, so it makes a lot of sense that that's where the reading is picking up. Like I said, that's what I asked for. So, the Hermit, so he's doing his own thing. He's working on himself, really. He's working on himself. And then we have the Empress in reverse. So it's kind of about, I feel like he's laying low. He's doing what people tell him. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He does have a lot going on. There's many things for him to worry about. He does have some choices on like what's going on, but he's choosing just to do what he's told. That's the vibe. But he's kind of just keeping quiet, working on himself, working on his outlook on life, you know, his appreciation of himself. He's working on all of that. Six of Bones, this is your Six of Wands. So this is kind of, I think, the card for victory. So that's good. You know, we do have this third eye open too, so there's a little bit of looking to the future, looking to keep things good. I think he's trying to be on his best behavior and show the people around him that he is worth keeping around, and that he is very good at what he does. You know, he's just getting attention for being a hardworking, talented young man that he is. Eight of Bones, this is our Wands, Eight of Wands, so this could be communication, it could be timing. And then we have our Knight of Wands in reverse. So yeah, I think he's keeping his communication open. He's receptive. So I do think if Somi wanted a friendship with him, he wouldn't turn her away. Again, I think it's more scheduled than anything because he seems open. Like he seems like he's trying to connect with people. You know, his friends, his group, his fans. I think that's what he wants, and what he's working on is just the connection, just the communication, and showing his best side. Because the Bones, or the Nightmare of Bones, or the Knight of Wands in reverse can talk about wanting to be a little reckless, but in the same thing, it could also talk about wanting to be reserved, because sometimes the Knight of Wands is generally a fast-moving card that rushes in, and in reverse, it's either more or less. So in this case, I do think I get the vibe it's less. That he doesn't want to say or do anything too rashly, or that can be misinterpreted by people. So I think he's just trying to be a good boy right now. And I'm not, you know, I've done past readings on when he was on his hiatus and everything, and I never saw anything that really pushed the scenario of him doing anything he wasn't supposed to do. But I have seen this like semblance of being very careful and mindful of like what he's doing from here on out. So I don't want to say that makes him feel or sound guilty. I've been trying to stay out of that, but there is something that he's just like very careful these days about how he's seen and perceived by the public. 7 of bones. So a lot of bones here. So we have 7 of wands. So this is like taking the high road. So again, I see some regret. I see some sorrow. So the haunting, I believe this is the queen. It's funny, I was just saying that because this feels like kind of taking that high road when people are saying like negative things or doing, you know, trying to push you around. 3 daggers is like, there is some sorrow. There is some regret. And then the Queen of Swords talks about speaking out justly. So like if he does say or do something, it's not without reason and forethought. And also he's not the person to tolerate a misbehavior. So if you're going to come to him sideways, you know, if you're going to be rude with him, he is the type that will put you in your place. This could be more of a private thing, or there could have been someone in his private life that he had to cut away, and he's kind of, it had to happen, but he's sorrowful about it. So it could be something in his private life that he's had someone that wasn't doing what they were supposed to, and he had to deal with the hard decision to cut them out of his life, essentially. Again, I think he's being very careful. So if there's someone around him that isn't doing what they're supposed to do, and I don't know if there's any idols recently that got into trouble. I feel like there's been a couple. I know the one guy, the winner guy, I forget what his new band's name is. He got in trouble for meth, but he's an older generation, so I don't think Hyunjin would have had very many interactions with him. I know there was a produce boy who had an issue and had a really unfortunate ending to things. And then I know there was a member of Noir who got arrested, I think, for abusing his girlfriend, I'm pretty sure, stalking her or something. So there's been some idols getting in trouble for certain things. And then again, I don't know if he's friends with people like maybe like Lucas, who is, I believe, innocent of a lot of that stuff, but just got totally trashed in the press. So wherever he goes, people are under scrutiny. I don't know. There's somebody, I think, that he was worried about that he had to cut out, and he had to cut away. And again, I don't know if it's any of those guys in particular, but I'm just trying to think of any scandals in the press that may have been even remotely close to people around stray kids. I don't know. Maybe you guys know better than me of who that could be. But it does feel like there was someone. And this is recent, so I'm not talking about Hyunjin. I'm talking about like way more recent than that. You know, something this year. Or, again, these are current energies. So, I mean, it could have happened before and he's just still sorry about it, but it feels recent. All right, I'm going to pull a couple more cards for Hyunjin. Queen of Cups in reverse. This also talks about no longer sharing your feelings with people. Wheel of Fortune. And the Ace of Wands. He's got a lot of wands. I mean, that's good. It means he's like kind of pushing a creative lifestyle here. There may have also been some kind of opportunity that got canceled. I don't know if that's dealing with some of the tour. I know there was some concerts that had to be rescheduled or something like that. Could be like that, because Wheel of Fortune mean it's kind of just how things happened. It was out of his hands. He's at the mercy of destiny there. Ace of Bones kind of talks about a lost opportunity, or an opportunity that was not presented to him. So it could be about tour, it could be just about something that he wanted that unfortunately he didn't get, went to somebody else or something like that. There's something he missed out on. that I don't know if it's both of these things on either side, but that queen does just talk about having to repress his feelings a little bit. He can't be openly kind of caring about other people. So it could just be still connected very much to this. It feels like it's relevant for that, but could be connected into, because he was dealing with some of this, if there was an opportunity, he had to let it go, or it just had to pass him by for whatever reason he wasn't picked. So yeah. Yeah, I think Hyunjin, again, is just trying to be very, very safe and cautious about his public persona these days, and just showing everybody how amazing he is as a talented member of his group. So that's what I'm seeing. Let's see how Miss Somi's doing. I'm excited. I'm going to Camp LA this month, and I'm going to see her perform. You know, knock on wood that everything goes according to plan. Yeah, so I'm excited to see her. I feel like her and Chungha, and who else is playing? I have Momoland, and I don't know. There's a lot of cool, like, Taeyang, and other nice solo and just girl group stuff. But yeah, I thought her and Chungha both playing the same place might be fun. Maybe they'll do something together. Would be cute. I know, I think they're performing on different days, but that doesn't mean they still can't work something out. All right, so Somi. What's going on with Somi? The Divine is... Okay, so this is the High Priestess in reverse. Oh, wow. Okay. Something is not going her way. It is not what she wanted. She's had to change. Oh, my goodness. Somi is in a place where something is about to make a big change for her. She's not happy with it. She didn't get any input into it at all. And it's like, it's almost like she didn't see it coming either. There's a big change. I don't know if it has it's a work thing. It's the Ace of Pentacles, so it is an opportunity. I don't know if her company is going to rebrand her or make her do some kind of song or activity that she feels is totally against what she wants to do. But she's not happy because the Sun in reverse is unhappiness. This is our Empress card in reverse. I mean, she's not in any kind of creative control of what's happening. It's not like her idea, her passion. The reverse High Priestess means also it's not in line with her big worldview, her divine sense of self. Ace of Crystals though means it's going to make some money. So there's that. I just don't know why it's going against the grain for her so badly. The Magician. I mean, it's the Magician and the Fool. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely something new. There's something totally brand new out of her realm that she's already active in. Three of Daggers. Oh my goodness. And the Queen of Wands. It is a creative outlet with this. I do see this as a new album for her or some kind of new release. Because usually Magician to me always means a type of solo project. The Fool also means some kind of album or new endeavor that is new to you. So again, like I said, this is something that's the Death and the Fool means it's totally in a new realm for her. And she doesn't like this change. She doesn't like this at all. She might say something about it because while we were just talking about that Queen of Wands, while she is about kind of seeking fairness and putting people in their place, She also, you know, the king especially, but she is a lesser extent of, she's not afraid to kind of like speak her mind either. So she may talk about, I mean, maybe in a polite way, of course, about whatever she's doing isn't what she saw for herself. It's not, you know, these are two very upsetting cards. You know, this is regret, sorrow, and this is unhappiness. The Ace of Daggers in reverse. So again, I keep seeing someone's not listening to her. Even though she's saying it, they're blatantly like, we don't care. You don't make the decisions for her. So we're going to see her do something new. Unexpected. Unexpected. She didn't expect it, but it's going to be successful. So I see her making some money, doing something that will receive, I guess, praise, you know, from the public. But she don't like it. It's not, she's not a fan. She doesn't really want to do it. It feels very obligated to do it. Contractually obligated to do it, whatever it is. I know she's kind of had a couple rebrands to her look, you know, and now she's kind of settled on this one for the last few comebacks. So I don't know how old she is. I don't know if they're gonna rebrand her again to try to make her sexier or what. Because I've kind of felt like this last season, and I don't mean this in any bad way, but it feels like directionally she feels like they're pushing her in the direction of Blackpink. Like she's on what, YGX or something, so it makes sense that they would have similar style, similar sound, kind of similar attitude, that kind of thing. So maybe now that Blackpink is kind of like back doing it, whatever Somi gets into this time will be different because they don't want them to directly compete. I'm not sure. And I don't think they would just turn around and throw her in a group. I mean, they could, but that would feel so weird at this point. Like, I know she was supposed to be, wasn't she supposed to be in ITZY? And then she left JYP because they didn't put her in. And then she went to YGX. And if they just turned around and put her in their new girl group, would be really interesting. But if that's what's happening, she is not. That's not what she wants. But it could be vice versa, that they now give her concept to the group and they push her into some other concept she doesn't want. Or some other sound she doesn't want. There's some weird push for her that she doesn't get a choice. You have to change. You have to do this. And we don't care if you like it or not. It's still going to sell. It sounds like she's still going to have support in it, whatever it is. But there's a few things that just sound like she's not happy with whatever this decision is. So, yeah. You know, if you're a Somi fan, please send her some kind words because it sounds like she might need them at the moment. But whatever it is, you know, I think, you know, time changes and things will change, and, you know, they're changing her concept or her function within the company. You know, that'll pass again with time. You know, that'll last a year or two, and then maybe she'll be back to whatever she was doing before or whatever she wants to do. But yeah, the YG isn't exactly known for listening to their female artists in the beginning or in the first place. So yeah, it could just be more of the same from YG, but there's some kind of weird change she's definitely not happy about. So send her your love because she might need it right now. I hope you guys are having a great day. Like I said, if you appreciate this video, please press the thanks button and leave me a tip. Or hit me up on any of the social media sites you see in the description. I'm happy to chat it up with you guys. And yeah, have a great day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.